Now let's talk a little bit about the difference between internal promotion versus open hiring. With internal promotion, we have certain aspects that are very, very good. I mean, it keeps morale high because our people are expecting to be promoted from within. It generates a sense of belonging, and you know who you are hiring because you have worked with them before. When you go into open hiring, there are certain things that you must take into account. First, it allows you to get the best of what's available in the market, not only within your company, but in the market. If it's handled transparently, the staff self-esteem is strengthened. Why? Because if they go into an open hiring scheme and they win it, they know that they are the best, even competing against the rest of the market. So that is a lift for their self-esteem, and it works wonders for the morale. On the other hand, if they lose, not so good. Especially if you have to keep that personal later on. So check out what is best there. And finally, you don't really know the person that you're hiring unless you're hiring one of your own people who has been promoted by an open hiring process. You might find yourself with a surprise, because no matter how good your evaluations, how good the interviews, in the end, it's come and live with me and you'll know me. Before that, you don't. Now, regarding an individual and the position relationship, putting people in the right position for them is an art. Many times we need to push them a little, and I will soon talk about this anecdote about a pool full of crocodiles. But you must also be very honest and very capable in taking into account the real limitations of persons. Why? Because you don't want to miss an excellent foreman for acquiring a lousy manager. People sometimes reach their highest level, and they are comfortable there, and perhaps it's better to leave them there. That's something that you need to be able to evaluate correctly. Always remember the scope of control so as to be able to define if a person is the correct one for a position. Now on to the anecdote of the pool full of crocodiles. The richest man in the world made a huge party, and in that party he was showing off his huge pool that was an Olympic-sized pool that was full of crocodiles. And he said, "Who is brave enough among all of you here to swim across this pool?" Nobody said anything. If you know a little bit about crocodiles, you know that they are not pets, and they are not an animal that you can trifle with. I thought so. Bunch of cowards. I'm going to sweeten the offer. I will give $10 billion, $10 billion US dollars to anybody who crosses this pool. Everybody looked at the crocodiles and said, "That's not me." Bunch of cowards. I'm going to give you an extra incentive. I'm going to put on top of the 10 billion US dollars, I'm going to give whoever crosses this pool all my cars, helicopters, planes, yachts, all my transport means. Wow, everybody said. But nobody moved. Bunch of cowards, he said again. I'm going to sweeten up the deal. Besides the 10 billion US dollars and all my transport means, I'm going to give to whoever crosses the pool all my real estate holdings. That is to say, castles, houses, apartments, ski resorts, everything that I have on that side. He hadn't finished saying that when suddenly there was a sound. Splash! Somebody had gotten into the pool and he started swimming. And the crocodiles went straight ahead to grab him. And this person was hitting a crocodile in the eye, kicking the other one from underneath, suddenly jumping up and running between 2 or 3, and then falling again. Nobody knew how he managed it. It was almost like a movie, an action movie. But the guy finally came out on the other side. He was bleeding from several wounds, but he was complete and he had managed it. The billionaire went ahead and said, I can't believe it. I never thought that anybody could make it and who would be so courageous as to do it. Please tell me, where do you want me to send you the money, to wire transfer the money? Because I'm a man of my word and I've said something and I will comply with it. I don't want your money, said the guy. Well, that's astonishing. Well, where do you want me to send you all my transport means? I don't want your planes. I don't want your cars. I don't want your yachts. I don't want any of those. Well, I'm rather surprised. Where do you want me to send you all the deeds for all my castles, apartments, houses, etc.? I don't want your houses or anything. Well, I can't understand. Then what do you want? Why did you do this? What did you want? What do you really want? I can't understand it. I want the name of the motherfucker who pushed me into the pool. So, sometimes you need a little push to do something out of the ordinary. Our lesson will continue in the next video.